of a world where there's no wars, a world where everybody's free to love, where people are not manufacturing diseases and viruses to kill each other. I'm dreaming of a world where our governments have no corruption. A world where the faith leaders are not after money but after grooming us into understanding into understanding God. It's like converging hearts, people to God and people to people. Like, I'm dreaming of a world where education system is not just training people to not think for their own, but training people to be able to innovate things. People who are innovative, not hypnosis, but just letting people live their free life with a free will. I'm dreaming of a world where our health departments are wonderful. I'm dreaming of a world where businesses are run according to God's will. I'm dreaming of a world. I'm dreaming of a world that is filled with the glory of God, where man is fruitful according to God's will, and according when man is loving, is so kind, is man is passionate, people are not greedy, people who are not selfish, people who are selfless, people who are looking to develop each other, people who are looking to uplift each other. I'm looking for a world that is going to matter. A world. I'm looking to a world where Christ is the mode of the day, to be like Christ and to live a Christ-filled life. So that is my life. That is my goal.
My name is Washington Ssebina Kaggwa. Today is a Sunday, long after the deadline, which was on Friday, when I took on my assignment to prepare a concise documentation about the life of Christ and his importance in our lives. I submitted my work on Friday before the deadline. So right now I'll be considered as somebody who is already dead. But I had left a legacy of my understanding of Christ, his importance in human life. It is now on YouTube circulating. The purpose was to leave something that I could do from Monday to Friday, just 5 days, to accomplish it and then leave it for mankind. Today, I'm having the opportunity to present to these people. Some of the people I shepherd, and they have the opportunity of going to the internet and looking for that skit, the word script or clip, and enjoy it. And my assignment there, you can use this, apply it in your own life, give it to your children, store it well, that even your grandchildren may know that one man in our times lived to know Christ and his importance in human life, that no one should fail when they get to know about Jesus Christ. May God bless you.
tewali obuzibu.
Yebaza okutonda.
Amiina ssebo.
Ssebo kati olifuuse musajja mukulu mu maaso.
Ndi musajja mukulu. Yiyo mukulu Carlos. Kakati kanene okolaba kagenda kulabikirako ku mitimbagano. Kuŋŋaana lwaffe gye lubaddemu so twebaza Katonda ku lwekyo. Akuume Mukama. Kale, that was our meeting. Praise God. This. The tree in the middle of the garden. This is the tree of knowing good and evil. So what does it mean? This tree, it is literally symbolizing that, okay, looking at things in a different way. Okay, somebody comes in your life and you are looking for the good in them and the bad in them, the evil in them. So if at all you discover the good, okay, you might settle with that person, but you will not appreciate the others. And if at all you first see the bad in them, you are going to miss out the beauty in them. So it is the tree in the middle of the garden. It was actually God was trying to show people that you have to be contented with who you are, and you have to be contented with what I have given unto you. Don't do anything further than this. You have to take on life the way it is. So yeah, I believe I had to emphasize that. Yeah, that is the greatest discovery I have found in my entire life. That if at all we would train our children, if at all parents would be ready to not compare their marriage to other people's marriages, to look at the beauty in their marriage, not to say, okay, the other husband is doing this and you're not doing this for me, the other wife is doing this and you're not doing this for me. If at all we could eliminate that and appreciate each and every single person we have in our lives, I believe there would not be cheating or adultery or anything. I believe life is going to be perfect. This is what is going to restore balance into our world. Appreciating what we have, appreciating the people that we have, and appreciating their capabilities and abilities, their possibilities, what they can do and what they cannot do. That is all with life. We have to accept life the way it is. So this is my remark. And this is what I believe that is going to heal our world, to make it a better place. Yeah, to just appreciate it, live the way life is, take one step at a time, appreciating God for the gift of life that He has given unto us, knowing that everything is going to work out for the good, and believing for the best in every single moment. And because each and every single cloud has a silver lining. So if at all we would look at every cloud and just look for that silver lining in each and every single person. Yeah, this is my final video. And actually, it has not been a tough challenge, but it has not been an easy challenge, because, yeah, wow, the beginning was all exciting. Yeah, I was so very excited about everything. Okay, yeah, I'm going to start a race, I'm going to do this and that. But at the end of the day, it has put my relationship at stake, because, yeah, she's not at ease with everything that has been going on. My girlfriend. So, meaning my relationship at stake. And besides that, actually, it has challenged me so very much, because now I can look at life in a different way. And one thing that I was lazy to write, but yesterday I never had a single dose of sleep. Actually, I just slept for something like 20 to 30 minutes, because I had to write the whole day, just to say that I have to put something down today, not knowing whether, yeah, it is my last day, because each and every single day we live like it is the last day. God is the only one who knows our tomorrow. We don't know tomorrow, so we have to live life knowing that today we are present, but tomorrow we are not present. So we have to do what we have to do today in order to sort out the problems of the world tomorrow. So, and I've been asking myself that, what if everything that is going wrong it all comes back to us. And yeah, it is us the problem. It was one time when I was on a wedding ceremony of a sister of mine, and there is a lady who came with a baby. She was starving. She cried for food, and they just picked her, grabbed her, and forced her to go outside. And it was time to serve food. I felt within me that, Michael, you have to get up, go and stand for that lady, because maybe you get the food and give it to her. But there is a thought inside me that told me, no, 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 no. Remain seated. How will people view you? And this is how we have. This is how we have missed opportunities in life to be all to matter. Because if at all we cannot stand for the weaklings, then we have done nothing. You understand? So, and people, somebody to be in that state, some of them, they just lost their property because there are some greedy guys or people that, yeah, they just want to take everything. They just want to eat everything. They don't look at other people's lives. They keep on robbing and selling. And yeah, so we imagine a world where everybody would stand up for each other, standing up for people who need help. Then the world would have been a better place. But it all begins from family. From family, we are told to love. In our family settings, we are told to appreciate things the way we are. Family is what grooms us to become who we are supposed to be. And the people that we see today, the way they are, racism, homosexuality, and pornographic mindsets, murder, and every sort of thing. Everything is birthed from families. Just parents never taking time to groom their children well, so they grow up with ill manners. Like, yeah. So that is it with the rest that I've been in, but it has been very much challenging. Yeah, you see, my life is a total mess because I've not been having good rest. I had to come up with something, but thanks to God, I actually discovered the root cause of every kind of evil: dissatisfaction. People who are not contented with what they are. The more we don't train ourselves to be contented with what we are, it births adultery, it births theft, it births robbery, and everything. Witchcraft. Uh, this is the root cause of all evils: dissatisfaction. People who are not satisfied with who they are. So we have to be satisfied. Let's celebrate life the way it is. We have to take on each and every single day the way it comes, appreciating God with thanksgiving, and everything is going to be all right. So yeah, that is what I believe is going to help our generation to restore the world back to order.
It's 3 minutes to 6, and the challenge is 3 minutes away. So by this time, I was supposed to have finished everything I was supposed to, but unfortunately, have not. I have been on this task since 3 a.m., but I've still failed to finish it. So that is a very big disappointment to me, because it means that if I was really going to die, everything the Lord has invested in me all these years is going with me. Looking at the document itself, I'm putting together the final pieces, but I'm still way off that even in 24 hours, I don't think I'll be able to finish. But it hasn't been for lack of trying or not putting in the effort. I have tried, but I've failed. And that is something I cannot sugarcoat in any other way. I can have excuses. The 2 days I've lost, Tuesday and Thursday, probably I would have finished. But as things stand, I have not finished what I set out to do. So that is from that end of things. And it also means that the video is going to come in late, because my plan was to finish all this work, all the other participants' work, put it together, and then have the episode itself ready before 6. But it's not going to happen. So I'll be releasing these things sometime over the weekend when I'm finished. On the challenge, as the creator, as the producer, as the editor, I would like to clarify something that came up during the week. Nobody is going to die. This show is more of a mindset than what is actually going to happen to someone. So I wanted to clear that air before we got further. Nobody is going to really die unless God decides that they do, but nobody is going to die. But you have to ask yourself that what if you are going to die in the 5 days you are given between Monday and Friday? What is that one thing you give everything you have in you to accomplish? And that is the premise of this show. It is basically something to push you to do the things you've been putting off, things you otherwise wouldn't have done in 5 or 1 year or even next month. But it pushes you to do those things and stop putting them off. And in the process, you get to achieve more than if you had nothing exactly you set on, especially if you have nothing so dear to you. So that is the premise of the show. Nobody is going to die. I wanted to make that clear. It is just a mindset that somebody has to balance. You must see yourself dying in order to push yourself. But at the same time, you must have that maturity, that balance that you're going to survive, unless otherwise. Okay, so I wanted to clarify that to future participants, anyone who is interested in participating in the future. Don't walk in with that cloud of death hanging over your head. That's not what the show is all about. For me, it has forced me to do something I was planning to do 3 years from now. The main thing I wanted to achieve was releasing this book, and it is such a pain that I haven't, because it means that if death was really going to happen, I would have gone with these things. So I looked forward to a point where I knew I was done with it, where I was going to be happy, where I was going to feel relieved that I have. You know, that feeling you have when you, how can I put it, when you feel like you've paid a dividend to an investor, or you've paid a long-standing debt. That's how I was going to feel. I will still feel that way after Saturday, but I wanted to have that feeling today, to beat the deadline, but I haven't. So that was the benefit it gave me, and I'm very sure it gave something to the other participants. It has forced them to do things they otherwise wouldn't have. And this is my challenge to you. Last Sunday, my father told me about a woman who had cancer. It had reached stage 4. She was taken to hospital, and the doctors opened her up, and what they found inside, they couldn't do anything about it. They simply just closed her up and told the family to take her home because she was going to die in 7 days. They never told her, of course. To her, she thought they had actually operated her, but they just covered up because she was already dead. So they gave her 7 days to live. Now, so many times we think we have time. I feel for that woman because 7 days end on Sunday. So there is every chance that she's not going to make Saturday or Sunday itself. But there is something to learn from that experience, that so many times we think we have time. But what if you don't? What if you don't have that time you think you do? So you've got to approach life from the perspective that what if I don't have that much time? I started this mentality last year in April, but sadly I lost it along the way. But I keep asking myself, what if I had persisted in it? It helped me achieve things faster than I ever could. It pushed me, and I can attribute where I am to that mindset. Those first few weeks of April helped me achieve things that I never thought I could. So it is a very powerful mindset that I believe can change your life. It is a mindset that can push you to do those things that really matter. So if you had 5 days to live, if you really believe that life isn't as long as you think it is, why not do that thing that you know deep down you have to do? Why not go resolve that relationship with your estranged parents? Why don't you take your wife to that vacation she's been talking about? Why not sort that land title so that your family doesn't suffer? So when you think about it that way, you're going to force yourself to do things that are really meaningful, and you're going to have fun doing them. They're going to push you, but you're going to have fun doing them. So that's the essence of the show. It's the essence of the mindset, being able to do those things you otherwise wouldn't have. So for me, that's what I take away from this experience. It's been a tough week for me. From the minute I got up on Monday to 5 minutes past 6, I'm still hustling to finish this thing. I'll be happy when I do, but I would have been happier had I finished it in time. But I would like you to take that, and I welcome each and every one of you to take on this challenge. Think about it. Think about that thing you would do if you had only 5 days to live, because you never know. You can't be so sure how much time you have left in this world. And the beauty about it is that once you finish this thing in 5 days, you set out to do another, and then another. Before you know it, you're doing things, you're accomplishing things in a month that would have taken you a month or 2 years to finish. So that's the mindset. It calls for balance, but it is a very powerful one in helping people achieve the things that truly matter to them. So from me, the producer, that's my message to you. It's my parting message to you. And I implore you, please, to think about this challenge and take it on.